Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As you know, the Android 10 has been out for quite a few days now, and I'm sure that you've got your on your Pixel devices already. At the moment, I just want to talk to you about the top 5 things that I think that the software has made the phone actually much more better to use now. So these are just my top 5 tips, obviously. So let's just get into it. Okay, number 1, obviously I'm sure that you've already probably used it now already, is the dark theme. So if we just go into settings and type in dark theme, there you go. It's highlighted for you straight away. Turn that on, and this is a system-wide dark theme now. Obviously, everything that's native to Google, obviously the Gmail. That I think that's an update that's coming on later on through the App Store. Gmail at the moment, as far as I'm aware, at the moment, Gmail doesn't have this functionality at the moment installed. But generally, like calendar or obviously a calculator and clock and all that sort of stuff, they will have the dark theme turned on by default. Obviously, my calendar there as well, and if we just go into clock, the clock has obviously got there now, so that's a system-wide setting now, and I think that's made quite a good effect. Obviously, if you want to watch it at night time and stuff like that, it's easy on your eye as well. So that's my number 1. Number 2 obviously is the gestures. Obviously someone just using it there, but we just go back into settings for a second and type in gestures system there, and if we just go into systems there, gesture navigation. As you can see, these are the options at the moment. Obviously, I've got the gesture, the whole gesture navigation on. But if you don't like it, you can obviously go to 2-button navigation, where it was before. Obviously, you got the arrow and the actual physical, obviously the home button that takes it back from home. And if you don't like that neither, you can go back to the 3-button the way it used to be before. Obviously, going back way back onto obviously Android. But for me, the navigation, I've got used to this now, to be honest, using it now. I think it's quite a good way of doing it. So it's much more intuitive. Obviously, it's just easy to go in and out of apps straight away. So going up obviously in the drawer, click on something, go down. If you want to go back out again, obviously you can do it that way, or you can just use this kind of arrow that's on the left here. It actually takes you back out to where you were previously. So I mean, I've not had any problems with using this navigation at the moment as well, but I think it's it's really quite good. The only time that I did have issues was when I was in my Twitter feed, when I tried to use a side swipe to get into the actual menu bar on the side. That was having issues at the moment, where I press the swipe, it would take me back out the app, so I had to click on the actual picture to get the menu back up again. But other than that, it's been fine. I mean, I actually love using the actual navigation. It's pretty easy to use, and I do like the animations. I don't know if you've noticed animations. If you go into something, it actually does this kind of curved kind of effect at the top and the bottom. It almost does that. It's quite straightforward. It's quite a nice little touch there they've done, and I quite like that as well. And obviously, if you actually go into an app or something like that, say into news, it obviously loads and everything. But when you come out of it again, as you can see, that nice little animation disappears and the actual title of it comes back out underneath it again. So if you just go try that again, go into news, and we do that again, and you can see that actually comes back again. So I thought that's a nice little touch. But a gesture otherwise has been perfect. I mean, I like using it. I haven't had any issues at all. Okay, number 3. So let's go into number 3. Let's just go back into settings again, and if we go down to location, obviously location and history and all that sort of stuff is quite a big important thing in this update, so it's made a big kind of commitment to keep your data private, keeping your stuff private, how you control it, how you want the apps to access your data. This one has been pretty good actually, this update. If you want to app permissions at the moment, as you can see, I've got allowed all the time, allowed only while in use, and denied all these apps. Well, you can do that now. If you go into this Brave browser, obviously you've got the options, allow the location all the time, only while using it, or deny completely. If you want to see in the individual kind of permissions for the app, what it requires, you've obviously got location, storage, camera, and microphone. Obviously, if you go into camera, again, you can deny it or you can allow it. So these little kind of tweaks actually delves you more into it. It's much more better, it's much more nice, and you can actually view the stuff as much more really nicely done actually, and it gives you more control over your data and what apps are allowed to obviously access it and so forth like that. Number 4 is the notifications. When you get notifications, obviously you get obviously notifications. The notification kind of prompt has changed as well. Instead of being in the middle here, usually you obviously get them on the side now, coming up on the side here now. So that's quite a good feature of it, what they've done there. But obviously, when you get a notification, you got the options now to actually go into a notification and actually silence that particular notification. So if you're getting, I don't know, Twitter notifications or Instagram notifications over and over again, you actually go into it individually on the screen, actually silent that app. for a little while until until you want to unsilent it again. So that's quite a nice little feature to have as well. And the fifth one that I quite like actually is this. If you go into digital wellbeing control, and not that, sorry, if we just type in actually captions and we scroll down, if you go into live captions, these are pretty good actually. These are really good. These actually, when you actually, if you turn it on, if we turn it on here, it actually starts, whenever the live video is happening, the captions will be coming on the screen straight away. And that'll be quite helpful for the people that are hard of hearing and stuff like that. And that's really quite good. So if you want to have, if you're in a kind of a loud room and so forth, you can actually turn these on if you want to watch a video, and actually things live will actually be popping up just like subtitles. So I think that's quite a good neat little trick to have actually. But other than that, I've had it for a couple of days now, and the software has been pretty fast obviously, and it's been really good. I've not had any crashes or anything like that. The battery's been fantastic. As I'm sure you've seen it and heard it on my other videos, I've not had any issues with batteries and whatnot. And the software again has just been perfect. I mean, I love using this phone, and this thing is fantastic. So other than that, it's fantastic. If you like this video, leave a like. If you have comments, then please leave a comment at the bottom if you have any problems whatsoever with it. And if you have any other kind of tips and tricks that I've not covered, leave a comment on the below. Please subscribe to my channel and turn the notification bell on, and whenever I upload a new YouTube video, you'll get a notification. And until the next one, I'll see you around.